on my audio sound good?
Yep.
All right.
Actually, probably better than it has been in a while. So,
Oh,
real
sweet.
good. Yep. Oh, I've been looking for this freaking Rusty Racer.
Oh yeah, my audio does sound good. Sweet.
It does sound good.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something kind of fun tonight on my
Well, that's
end.
good. I had already freaking pulled up your page, so I have to reload it in order to get your live. Still not showing.
Yeah, it's popped up on mine. I've got the chat up.
There we go.
You see it on your end now?
Boom. Now I got it.
Okay.
All right, I got it centered on my screen. We are good to rock and roll.
Okay. What you gonna be doing tonight?
Well, we are going to be putting an edge on my Rex 121 Sage. This is
Oh,
my
sweet.
beater this is my box breakdown beater. It's still technically, it's still sharp. It's just not as sharp as I like it to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
Got a couple little hang-ups on it, but I tell you, I've been using this on this edge for, oh God, it has to be about 6 months.
Yeah, dude. They go.
And I
Yeah, I'm
break
looking at it.
down every piece of cardboard.
And how much stropping have
I
you
don't,
do? How many times have you stropped it? Not much.
probably, probably 4 times maybe.
That's crazy. So a half a year, four strop backs, and it's still cutting like that.
Your audio's starting to break up and be weird.
What? Oh, don't start
Yeah,
that.
it's like a connection problem almost.
I don't understand. These are $250 freaking ear pods. My audio should be perfect. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's good now.
Okay, because I'm standing right by the unit.
Yep. I'm liking the new strop. The new strop is really good. Also, the new juice from Lacey is freaking bonkers. Love it so much. Love it so
Have you
much
got
that I have 4 more
Have you got
bottles
that?
coming tomorrow.
Oh, no, okay. So you ain't got the stone oil yet.
Nope. Nope.
You're gonna really, really like that stuff. Holy shit, it's good.
Here's the thing. I think I have 2 resin bench stones.
Oh,
So
dude, it doesn't matter. Use it on
mine's gonna,
anything.
that's exactly, mine's gonna be like how does it work out using it with a fixed angle system? Because I use soapy water just like freaking a bench stone. I'm gonna use
Exactly.
it,
It's
see
gonna
how
work
well it
perfect.
sticks, how well it pulls off swarf. I figure it'd be like a different road, a different angle that you're going down. So
I'll tell you what. This right here, I was playing with it. This is just a ceramic stone, right, on a fixed
yep,
angle, and one or two drops on this stone, and I was trying. Ceramic will load up like crazy. So load up like hell. I had this thing as loaded up as I could get it. I took 2 drops of her stuff, put it on it, went like this, and look how clean that stone is now. And that's just with my finger. And this is ceramic, dude.
yeah. See, I always just use an eraser on ceramic. If there's something that I
Yeah.
can just put a drop on it and freaking wipe it off, that's money, baby. That's money.
If you can literally just wipe it off. If you was to put that on it, see, I did it using soap and water to make it load up really bad to see how well this would pick it up. If you was to put that on it, I would assume it wouldn't load up at all while you were using it. And I was using like
Oh,
5 times the normal pressure that I would normally use, intentionally loading the stone up.
nice.
Diamond plates. You put it on diamond plates, the stone stays wet the entire time you're using it. You walk over under the sink, run water under it, and then white paper towel over it, and it'll be a totally clean stone. It's
Wonder,
freaking impressive, dude.
I don't know. I don't know if that's a good idea. I had a thought, and then I don't think that would hold up to that. Never mind. I was thinking, I wonder what would happen if you used it on a vitrified stone. I figured that
The
it would
problem is,
saturate.
if I had enough, like I went ahead because I went ahead and bought a bottle from her off of because she sent me the trial bottle of it, and as soon as she posted it, I went ahead and bought a bottle off of Blade Binge.
Yeah.
It come today, so I have basically probably I guess this is like 2.5 ounces, and and that other bottle is probably an ounce. Yeah, if I had enough to use on a like a vitrified stone, I assume it would work amazing.
See, that's what I thought. Like I figured
But you would
once
have to
you
use so
saturated,
much.
yeah, once you saturated the stone, that would be it. You know what I mean? You would just
Ex-
wipe it off, and it would stay inside the stone,
yeah,
and that
exactly.
you could.
You might even be able to saturate because it is. She said it's 100% water, so you might even be able to saturate the stone with water and then add that to it, but it might dilute it too much. I don't know. I might buy another couple bottles and then try it on. You know what I could do?
Yeah,
Let's see how it works on a super vitrified stone.
your audio is being weird again. It's intermittent. You get like the robot voice. You know what I mean?
Yep, I see
Familiar?
my videos lagging.
Yeah,
Hang on, hang
I
on a
don't think it's
second.
your I don't think it's your headset. I think it's your connection.
Yeah, it's connection. It's the internet connection. I don't understand how I have literally megabit
What if
internet.
your boy's using all the bandwidth up?
No, it's what is our make sure there ain't nothing going on. Yeah, see, we're running at a megabit. Yeah, and the upload too. Yeah, upload it's 100% on my end, but still, if we're running at that, we're going to be running at max. Yeah, we're running at full. Well, I hope this works. How do I sound now?
You're okay right this second, but we'll see because it is intermittent.
I moved the router. They've been working on the damn internet lines around here,
Okay.
but I don't. Why would they be working on them this late? It's usually
Yeah.
during the day when the problem is.
Knock on wood. I'm not hearing anything right this second, so we'll see.
Yeah, it looks good back on the phone.
And I
Well,
also,
ain't
since
nothing I can do about it.
I ordered so much from Lacey that I don't have leather strops for everything. So what I am doing, I don't know if I've ever told you what I do with to like make mass volumes of strops because I like basswood. It's bomb diggity basswood and balsa. So basswood you can get um, paint stir sticks in
Hmm.
basswood. They
Yeah,
sell them. So what I do is I'll take two of them and I'll glue them together,
to
put
keep
a
them
heavy
stiff.
weight on it, put a heavy weight on it, and then they kind of keep each other straight. I sand it
Hmm.
flat, and then it's good to use. And it's nice because you can use them. You can write on them, and they're cheap as chips, baby. So I found actually a guy who sells ones that are a little bit wider. They're like an inch and a quarter wide, quarter
Hmm.
inch thick, So they're double thick, and I'm going to try those. They should be here, I don't know, sometime this week. But I
Yeah,
made
that's
up a
sweet.
bunch
That'll
of
work
them.
good.
Yep, I made up a bunch of them so I could just load up every single thing that I'm getting from her. And because I got 6 micron, 7.5 micron, zero point 0.5 micron here already, and then coming is 15 micron, um, quarter micron CBN,
Uh-huh.
and 0.001 micron, and I think 9 micron. It's either 9 or 12. There's a ton of stuff coming, so super jazzed for
Dang.
that to get here.
Yeah, I mean, so you're gonna have a full progression then.
I mean, here's the thing. I've been screwing around so long, making my own, buying cheaper stuff, seeing what I could
You
do.
got to have
Because
the
that's
good
the thing. You can buy cheaper
stuff.
stropping compounds, and you can. They're never good, but there's things that you can
They
do to
work.
make them better.
Sure,
So
sure.
like I got this stuff off of Amazon. Is it good? No. It's low concentration. But what I did
Hmm.
was I had 2 bottles of it, and I ended up leaving it sit for a week to completely settle out. Everything was completely settled out, and I decanted off about 75% of everything that was in it, which was just clear, like propylene glycol and water, probably. Decanted that off, mixed them together. Now, this is super high concentration, for like 4 micron, I think it is. It's pretty good. It's actually pretty good. But you have to buy 2 bottles in order to get half a bottle. This here is what I'm actually pretty excited about this because you still there? Joe, you alive? I think something happened on his end. He's locked up solid, so I'm talking to myself. All right, how's everybody in the chat doing? Let's do that. Hey, Ground Frog, how the heck are you? JD Meter, how's it going, buddy? Aaron, you guys use the long or short screw on the Zarok single clamp? Okay, so I have. Let me see. I think that they're
Hey,
short.
I'm back, guys. Can
Short.
y'all hear me?
No, I think yes, we can hear you.
Okay. For some reason, my phone went off.
Yeah, you disappeared all of a sudden. I was like talking, and I'm like, "Hey, Joe, you still there? You alive, buddy?" Um,
Yeah, yeah, I could hear you.
all right. So for Aaron's question, I'm pretty sure that these are the short screws on the front and the short screw in the back. What I do is let's just start over here and go through my system. Pro tip: use frog tape. This is absolute money whenever you're using a fixed anchored system. It gives it extra grip. It protects your knife, one, and it gives extra grip for it to make it so that it doesn't want to slide around in there. So anyway, you put it in, center it up as best you can. Okay. Get one
What
of
is
the
that
screws
called?
tightened enough that it'll hold it. What's that?
What is that called?
Frog tape. It's
FROG?
like, yep,
Oh, okay.
FROG tape. It's like painter's tape, except it doesn't leave any residue behind. It's like a higher quality painter's tape. It's like a brand
Okay.
name painter's tape. It's really good.
Interesting.
All right,
I'll
so I
check that out.
tighten one down enough, snug it, just so that it'll hold it. Okay, and then you tighten the other one down. Give it a little turn past, and then you go back and forth between the two till it starts to like snug up. Okay, once you get it kind of snugged here, then I go to the back and tighten it down. She's in there rock solid now. That is the process that I got for fucking for clamping it in. Ola on Amazon. I'm gonna order monocrystalline diamond grit and make your own. See, I did that for a long time too. I have this is my homemade. This is this is 6 micron here that I made, and this is 1 micron here. I made using monocrystalline diamond. The problem with that is what do you use as the media to hold the diamond? So you can use water if you want. You can use water. That's fine. Um, I don't personally like it because it takes a long time to dry. You could also use, this is what I use mostly, 91% isopropyl alcohol. That's
Mm-hmm.
really good because you spray it on and it evaporates really, really fast so that you're
Sure.
left with just diamonds on it. But that's the problem with just diamond, is that there's nothing really
To
holding it on the
bind it.
straw.
Correct.
So I got there. This is super high concentration. There's probably 4 times or 5 times the amount of diamond inside this as what you would buy even from Lacey. Her super high concentration stuff doesn't have the concentration that this has. But the problem with it is you spray it on, and as you're using it, a lot of it's just falling off.
Absolutely. With no
I've not,
binders, that's the problem.
yes. So this last batch that I made, I added a little bit, probably 10% of the isopropyl. So it has 90% isopropyl and 10% mineral oil. And it's like, let's see how that works. And it's actually working pretty decent. But the thing about that is that
Material.
now that I found Lacey's, it is like $23 a bottle or something, and it's less if you buy more. So if you buy 2 bottles, it's cheaper. If you buy 3 bottles, it's even cheaper than that. If you buy 6 bottles, it's even cheaper than that. You get it down to like $20 a bottle for a 30 ml bottle. That's I don't know. I make it pretty cheap, but I don't think I'm making it that cheap. Honestly, this is I think buying it from her is makes sense economically, and it's just really good, and it's supporting a member of our community that's working really hard. So I think that I'm done making my own compounds. I think we're just gonna buy from Lacey from now on. Joe, you still there? Think he's gone again.
Can you hear
All
me?
right,
No, I'm here.
now I can.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I stopped being able to hear you too. But yeah, it's that. It's supporting a cool member of the community. It's a fantastic product. Far higher quality diamond than what you're going to buy on like AliExpress or Amazon. Any of
Oh
there's
yeah,
no
her diamond
comparison.
quality is definitely better than what I'm buying.
Of
I bet
course,
you only. I bet you there's 20% just junk in it. It isn't diamond or nothing. It's just
Exactly.
dirt. You know.
She sent me pictures, microscope pictures. Actually, late last night, she emailed me. It's 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 beautiful. Like it's every particle is exactly the same size, and it you have a big part of getting a good compound to struck for it to do a good job is having there's different shapes of monocrystalline diamond. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
And the you have some of it that's kind of round. If you look at it like under a microscope, it'll look very round. That's what that cheap diamond is. And it polishes like crazy, but that's all it does. And
Yeah, you want to have
then you
some
wind up with no bites.
sharp angled stuff in there. You want to have the stuff that's
Exactly.
the tetrahedral shape. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
The pyramid shape. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because that's one of the
Yeah.
reasons why CBN is freaking so much more awesome. Like diamond cuts, don't get me wrong, but CBN, it seems like
Yep.
it cuts faster, and it's all because of the shape. The
It's all because of
diamond
the
is
shape.
usually a if the diamond is usually a pyramid shape, and the CBN is a pyramid stacked on top of a pyramid called a
Exactly.
tetrahedron, and
You have
it cuts no
double the
matter
cutting
what
edges.
direction it is.
Exactly. Exactly. You have more cutting edges on it. And
Yep.
it cuts finer. It doesn't cut as deep, but it removes steel, I believe, faster per swipe. If anybody's wondering what I'm doing, because I started up, I'm zero grinding this Scandi. So
The
this is gonna be a lot of work.
whatever, more Garberg, or I don't know what model that is. I can't really
This
tell.
is a Jorgensen. It's basically a like a Mora,
Okay.
except it's actually full tang. Number one, they're $10, and it's made with SK5 that's at about 62 Rockwell,
Ooh, baby.
and they're $10.
I really like
They
this,
for
by the way. Thanks for turning me on to this boy.
what?
The Higo.
Oh yeah, dude, Higos are cool, man. Have you looked up
And
the
right, they are.
history on them?
I did. It's really cool, man. Like when they started to regulate
Yep,
swords like
swords.
real tight, the sword
Mm-hmm.
makers didn't know what to do with themselves, so they started doing these.
Yep.
And boy,
That
it's a
it's
really
just
cool
cool, man.
idea, man. That's exactly. Let me grab my microscope real quick because there's I spent probably an hour just looking at this last night. Where are you?
It's the history is fascinating, and they just make for a pretty cool little tool, man. Like
Got it.
I like them. I always have. I find them intriguing.
Okay, so if you look, you have the clad line, obviously, because you have a core of Aogami blue and then a jacket of softer steel, San Mai style. But if you look
Hmm.
at the back, look at that boy. How beautiful that is.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful.
You can
And
actually see the
they don't cost
layers.
very much.
You can see the layers because it's layered the whole way through, even the stud for opening it up. Back is it's really cool, man.
Hmm.
Really cool. You can open it with one hand, just like a Spyderco.
Yeah.
Takes a minute for it to like break in to where you can open it easily with one hand, but
Yeah, yeah,
that's a
it
lot.
does.
That's a lot of knives that you need a little break in time on.
Sure.
So that was this week, and then my new favorite knife is the Endura 4.
They're good.
Got a Endura 4 in. It'll show up. It's K390. We don't need to play the game and show it. Um, it is absolutely my new favorite knife to carry. Like I love having a shaman or a PM2 in my pocket that I can mess around with because it's got the compression lock. But just for being able to get cool ass deals and
Hmm.
get them reasonable price, got this for 125, 175, 142. This was got a great deal. I was looking at it from Robco. Um, he's one of the authorized Spyderco dealers on eBay. It's listed. The Endura's price just went up. I don't know if anybody knew that, but It was, I think, listed at 164, I think, was the map on it that everybody was using. It's now gone up 200 plus, and I ended up getting it. He sent me an offer. It was 40% off, 25% off, whatever it was. It brought it down to $142, and it was like,
That's
buy now,
crazy.
buy now, get in my basket. I can't get it soon enough, and I got it in like freaking 3 days. It was awesome.
That's a hell of a price.
Yeah, I was pretty jazzed about it.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
Another app I was looking at this week, I didn't end up. I think I mentioned this last time. I was trying to remember if I said anything. I was looking at a tack knife. What the heck's the name of that model? The Offender, maybe? I think it's the Offender. Whatever. It's a new model that they just posted up. It's not new. It's like a second run model, and it is DLC coated, magnet cut, and it was 300 something. And they were posting, all the YouTube knife guys were posting 20% off codes for it. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get it, and I put it in my basket, and I put the code in, and it took 10% off. And I'm like, well, what the hell?
Yeah,
I ended up emailing the guy. Yep, I emailed him. He said, oh yeah, it's I tried telling everybody to tell them it's only a 10% code now. They must not have got it. It's like, well,
That's
shit.
a cash grab.
Yeah,
That's a quick
it
grab.
actually, yeah, it was like, well, are you gonna honor it or what? Because these people were telling freaking all these people.
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously he didn't know about it, so I was the first guy. It's like, well, are you gonna honor this 20% off? And he's like, no. And I was like, well, okay,
You don't get
sell
my
it to somebody
business.
else then. Yep, sell it to somebody else then, because this is shitty.
Yeah, you don't do that, man. That's click farming right there. Because I can assure you, he knew that, and I can almost bet money he didn't tell the creators.
I don't know. After I talked to him, it was still posted. I'm going to be honest with you. I bet you I have dollars to donuts. If I went and looked right now, it would still be the same.
Exactly. And he's still getting clicks off that. And if some people don't pay attention, and a lot of people don't,
I bet you a lot of people didn't.
Off. Yep. So they buy it thinking they're getting 20, and they only get 10.
Yeah, because I think it was $430 for that knife. So it was supposed to be $70 off, and it was only 35. So I mean, it's not going to break my heart not having it, because it's a USA company, but I think it was made by Best Tech, I think.
I see.
So it's just an American person who had trying to make it for him. So
Yeah. No, that's shitty business, man. Sometimes you got to eat. You got to make the customer happy and make you a new client. You just got to eat it.
That's it. If he had done it, I'd have been cool probably buying knives from.
That's what I mean.
Again, now I probably will never buy one. So. And how many people were here? I don't know if I want to say this to a group of, a giant group of people. Oh, 11 people watching. Anybody, let's ask the chat. Anybody out there watching what is going on in knife YouTube lately, with one person making a video and then another person making a video, pumping up that first person, the whole, circle jerk going back and forth. This person is great. No, you're great. No, you're greater. It's like, it makes me want to puke. Let's see if anybody feels that way, because it's like, it makes me feel nasty and dirty. Joe is out again. Hey, Aaron. Yes, they do. Like, no, you're great. You're great. Oh, 15 Bs, no good. Chips. Blah, blah. It's like, guys, come on. You guys are ridiculous. And, oh, I don't know. This is not going to be popular either. Um, Saying that you don't make money on YouTube while you're getting thousands of dollars of custom knives is not making money. You have a financial stake because you're getting valuable items in exchange for what you say. Like, that's just a fact. Also, probably an unpopular take, but it's my take. I mean, it is what it is. Because I'm telling you, if I got a $600 custom knife from somebody, saying that I wouldn't be influenced by that is a freaking lie. I mean, you would be, because I know personally that I've gotten free things from companies, lock picking companies, and also sharpening companies, stuff like that. No real big like knife manufacturer reached out or anything and gave me anything, but I have. Actually, I think I may have it right over here. Uh, I got a nice set of lock picks from a company. Company's name is Multipick. They make some of what most people consider to be the most high quality, premier, top of the line lockpick sets on that you can get. I got a set from them, and there was one of the picks in it was flawed. It had a little gouge in it from the machining process, and I'm like, that is right where most of the force is whenever you're using that lockpick. This lockpick is flawed and it's going to become damaged and break. So I reached out to them and said, "Hey, I got this thing. It's damaged." I sent them pictures, and what they told me is, it is what it is. Maybe give us a call if it breaks. And it just left such a bad taste in my mouth. And me talking to them saying that there was something wrong with it, put a bad taste in their mouth about me. So I know personally that if you say something bad about a company, you're less likely to get stuff from
Alrighty,
them.
I'm back now.
Period.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
I do not know what's happening. Like, I don't know why it keeps dropping me. That is so freaking weird.
I was just talking about people getting things from companies and saying that's not like making money and that it doesn't influence what they say. And I just went through a story of lockpick company that sent me a free review sample of something. I talked
Uh-huh.
to them about it. One of the picks being having a flaw. I mean, it was not a flaw in design. It was a flaw in manufacture. It was a manufacturer flaw. If I would have paid for that, I would have demanded they give me a new one. They didn't give me a new one, and when I said, "Hey, this thing was flawed," they will give me nothing now. So
100%, man.
if you are less likely to get free stuff for saying the truth, are you going to say the truth all the time? Especially when you're getting thousands and thousands of dollars worth of custom stuff?
Hell yeah.
No, that's
I'm
exactly
not.
no one. That's not true. That's just dishonest.
That's just dishonest. And see, you can say, "Oh, I'm not making any money from this," and be
But if
on,
you're
and that's
getting a
honest.
two
That's
thousand
just true
dollars worth of
product.
free knives, yeah, if you're getting
Exactly.
$2,000 worth of free knives, it's like having $2,000 in a freaking bank account because you can
Exactly.
sell that for money
All it is.
later.
That's all it is.
Do you know how many YouTubers I see selling knives, they all
Of
do it,
course.
including the giant ones like Metal Complex and Jared
Yes.
Neve. Do I fault them?
100%.
No, man. This is a capitalistic thing.
I mean,
For
yeah,
that
I
review,
would do
you
the same
should get
thing.
something.
I
There's
agree.
nothing wrong with getting something for doing a
But don't
review.
lie
It's
about it.
like a job.
Hmm.
Do I think that the big ones are lying? Probably not. About the small companies. Like if you say something bad about CJRB and they don't get,
Yeah, they don't
20
get the
free
next
$50
knife.
knives a year, but are
Exactly.
they going to say something bad
About
about
Hinder
a big, oh, baby?
or
I can't
Spiro.
tell you, those big guys, none of them say stuff bad about Hinder, and I
And
got
let
a
me tell
lot
you a
bad to
secret.
say about Hinder. I got a
I
lot
out of
bad to say about Hinder.
Sure, out of 7 Hinderer knives, I have one that won't fail with a lock tap, like with a spine tap like that. That right there will fail 6 out of 7 Hinders.
That is a known flaw across. I can't
Exactly.
tell you how many of those that I've heard. Their steel
Exactly.
is soft.
Their steel's
Their locks
always
fail. Their steel's soft. Their locks fail, and the guy is a dickhead.
what's up, AZ? Oh yeah, guy's a dickhead, 100%, 100%.
The guy had somebody test his knife. He said, "Hey, it's a little on the soft end." Just saying in passing, not saying don't buy these because they're crap. He
Uh
just
huh.
said, "Oh, I tested it. It's a little soft." The guy threatened to sue him
Yeah, exactly.
because
Yeah,
he's a big
Brian.
bully. Get
Yeah,
out of here. Get out of here. You're garbage, man. You're
like
garbage.
that. And the problem, and the thing is, he threatened to sue him when he told the truth,
That's it. It's
and did,
messed up, man.
didn't
So you think
didn't
that some small company out there or a small YouTuber is going to
fight
give a
that.
bad review to a hinderer when they know
Brian,
that this guy likes to sue people for saying the truth?
exactly. See, Brian had literally had to put a GoFundMe up for legal because he literally it wasn't just a threat to
Oh,
sue.
yeah, he was
He said
afraid
he
that he
was
was going to lose everything.
yes.
Guy
He
could have
said
lost his guy could have lost his house
hell yeah,
over a YouTube video
you damn right,
because
and a
some guy
truthful
just yeah, that's
YouTube
so
video.
unacceptable, man.
Like I 100% went with Brian. I mean, I donated to Brian's GoFundMe because like that's number one. That's a bad precedent to set is to allow bullshit like that. Like if a company's running knives soft and they're telling you they're doing it it doesn't matter what they tell you the reason is. That's irrelevant. If you're putting out 20 CV at 58 Rockwell, well, it's going to perform like shit. And if somebody calls you out on that, you say, "Oh, I'm doing it because I want to increase toughness." Okay, it doesn't matter what the reason you're doing it. We know why you're doing it. You're doing it to save money on abrasives and machine time,
And
finishing
also
time.
on returns for
Yeah, exactly.
warranty
Ship.
returns.
Exactly. So it's not for toughness. It's because you're saving money. And when somebody calls you out on it, and then you get all pissy and go try to sue them. No, 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 no. That's we can't have shit like that in the knife community. We pay too much for these things, and if a company is doing a bad job and they get called out on it, then they need to eat shit and fix the problem,
That is
not threaten
exactly
to
there.
sue.
Yep, there are times that you just gotta frickin' take your medicine and
Exactly.
eat that shit sandwich and
That's it.
frickin' grow. You know what I mean?
That's it. And that's what Hinderer needed to do. Instead, he tried to be an asshole and oh, I've
And
got money and you don't, and I'm gonna sue you.
and as everybody in the community had outrage about it, did it change? Nope. Guy's still the
Hell
same
no,
guy.
it did. Exactly. Still doing that, and always will be because you know what? And see, the thing is, it
Well,
doesn't
I'm gonna be
matter
honest
what
with you.
any.
He's the same guy because we allow him to be the same guy.
That's what I was fixing to say.
If everyone would have said, "I'm not going to buy a Hinderer ever
He would have
again,"
changed. That's
period. That's
exactly
it.
what I was fixing to say. He we the community allows him to, because that's exactly what I was fixing to say. Was he's going to sell the knives regardless if they're soft or not. It doesn't matter. People are still going to buy them, and they're still going to show them off. The YouTubers are still going to brag about them, and we allow the shit. It's not, and it's not good, man. Like, you know, I will say this, and I don't know if it's because the production got up, but 5 years ago it was very hard to find Hinderer in stock. Like when they went in stock, they went out of stock very quickly, and then you had people flipping them on the secondary. Now, see, nowadays you'll see them pop up and stay in stock, and I don't know if it's because they're making more knives now,
or if
or
it's because
if
people are buying
people backed
less
off.
because eventually, here's the thing: do they make a lot of cool, different like Spyderco? Spyderco will release a knife tomorrow. It may be the same Endura 4, but it's going to be in,
A
you know,
different steel.
Rec 76 or HAP 72. And I'm going to say,
Exactly.
I got to have that knife. What does he do? Everything's in freaking
Yeah, 20
S45BN.
CV or S45BN.
Yeah, get
Exactly.
out of here. Get out of here. I think that maybe the market has started to reach its saturation point where he's
That's
still coming
100%.
out with the same old thing, and
And it's
people
not
are like,
interesting no
"Oh,
more.
I already have that."
Yeah, exactly. And see, now you won't see, like you used to see, if people were selling Hinderers, they were selling them at a substantially higher secondhand rate. Now, you won't see that anymore.
Good. I'm gonna be honest with you. Good.
Like, you won't see Hinderers on the second hand that are, I mean, there may be, you may see some, but typically you won't see, and that's why they don't instantly sell out now, because people can't flip them for a profit anymore.
Yeah, like I get what people do with knives. They buy sprint runs and then they sit on them till they're gone,
Sure.
and then they
Yeah.
sell them for
Twice the price.
30 to 100% more than what they were initially.
Exactly.
Now, my feeling on that is like the same feeling that I have on hand radio equipment. When people sell that, they're selling it for 80 or 90% of new price, even if it's 2 years old.
Sure.
I think that it should be like a car. Once you have used it and stuff for 2 years, it should be like a used car. You should get half of what you paid.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, for something that's been used. Now, I understand that if somebody buys a knife and sits on it for a year and it's
Hmm.
new in the box and it's brand new, I could see charging a slight premium over what you paid.
Yeah, but not double.
Maybe, no, not double. That's freaking crazy. Some of these knives that I have in here, like this is a $500 knife now.
My G10 Mannix. My G10 Mannix. Now, I was smart. I knew they were very limited, and I love that model. Now, I didn't buy them to flip, but I bought three of them. Those
Well,
Mannix
you
right
lucky
now,
duck.
$500 a piece all day long. For a brand new unboxed 15 G10 15V Mannix, they're $500 knives.
You lucky dog, you.
Yep.
This here,
Like,
well, not that one. I mean, this one's still probably pretty expensive, but this here, probably $500 knife too.
oh, 100%.
Five hundred
100%.
dollar knife. This one here is probably a $350 knife. These were 120 or $130 brand new. They're,
On,
I bet you
on
this $350. This would go for now.
I'll tell you what, look at the price of the PM2 Rex 121s. The Warncliffs are getting upwards of $700 on eBay.
Jesus,
Over 500, 550 for the,
that's nuts,
and
man.
that's during the initial wave when there's a lot of people selling them. So imagine what's going to happen in a
Yeah,
year from
two
now where
years from
you might
now, whenever there's only like one or
one,
two for sale,
yeah, maybe one a month pops up. They'll be damn 800, $900,000 knives, and people will pay that for them.
you wait
They
until
will.
Wait until Magnamax really gets freaking cooking here, and people realize how much
Yeah.
different it is than this.
Then then Proto X.
What the price of this is going to be whenever real real Magnamax comes out.
Yep.
Because real
I'm.
Magnamax is not going to be this.
It's not.
This is better.
That's substantially
Better
better.
in the way that it's going to hold an edge and be aggressive
Substantially
in
longer.
cutting.
Yep.
The other stuff is going to, be a little more stainless and possibly a little tougher.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I'm
who
going to be
cares?
honest with you. You know
A
how
3-inch
much?
pocket knife. Who cares about that?
That's exactly. You know how much I worry about stainlessness in my pocket knife? About 0%, man. I don't
Zero
live by the
percent.
ocean. I live in Pennsylvania. Yes, it rains and it's wet, and I got to pay attention to my knife, but I would rather the edge stay bananas sharp for 5 times as long than be stainless.
Exactly.
Because
Same here, buddy.
I can always make my my beeswax mineral oil concoction and throw that on the blade, and I have had nothing really rust on me yet. So I mean, it's fine. The knife that I'm sharpening right now, that Rex 121. I mean, it's gotten wet and freaking. I beat the hell out of this thing, and there's a couple teeny tiny little spots of discoloration, you would call it, but there's no rust on it. It's fine. This knife is
Exactly.
just fine.
And that's for me too, man. I mean, you if you care about if you take care of the knife at all, you're not going to have corrosion issues. I live by salt
That's it.
water, and guess what? I have no issues. Like you have to almost you almost have to try to cause it. If you take care of your knife at all, you will not have corrosion problems.
Yeah, if
Even
you
with
don't, yeah, if
highly
you're not cutting something wet and closing it and
acidic,
putting it in your pocket and leaving it there, you're fine.
mm-hmm,
If
100%.
you cut something that is this K390, if I cut a tomato right now, acidic tomato, cut. If I take the time to wipe this thing off for
That's it. That's
one
all you got to
second,
do.
it is not going to rust.
100%.
K390
And
does patina a little bit more than some of the other things like
sure,
ZDP and I even think Rex 121 patinas less readily than K390. But I'm gonna be honest with you,
that's been my
K390
findings
patina,
too.
I kind of like it. I like the way it looks.
That's been my findings too. I got this 220 Kormaku is starting to get muddy because I really removed some material, so I got to clean this bad boy off.
You using the special juice?
I used a couple drops of it, but the problem is how I'm doing it, so I've had to respray it with water.
Okay.
What's happening is I'm pushing the water, I'm pushing the fluid off the stone, kind of
Oh,
squeegeeing it off the stone. So I really, in this case, I really can't use it. I will
now
on the higher grit stuff.
I do have a question. I should
Huh.
probably ask her. Her fluid, the lap, not lapping fluid, the
Yeah, lapping fluid or stone
yeah, like
lubricant.
honing fluid, whatever, the
Yeah.
stone juice.
Hmm.
You said that it is water based.
Water based.
Is
What she said? Water based, 100% food safe, 100%. It's not no skin irritant, and yeah, 100% water based.
wonder if there's. I mean,
4 ingredients.
wow. See, I
Four
was wondering if
ingredients.
there was some oil in it, but no,
No,
I
no
don't
oil.
know.
No, I asked her so because
Wow.
there some you can use a couple things with a little bit of mineral oil and make
Yeah, I wonder.
okay stone lubricant, but this is most definitely it doesn't separate. There's definitely no oil in
Wow,
this.
that was what I was thinking. Because if you have an oil-based ingredient at all, it will absolutely
Yeah,
separate.
yeah,
I mean,
at all.
you can get it to suspend and make that emulsion,
Yeah, you can emulsify
but
it, but
yeah,
no,
but
it would separate. This is 100% clear
wow,
fluid
really
that does
nice.
not separate at all.
This is
That's super
100%.
cool.
There's no oil in this fluid. I can tell you that, guaranteed, because for its setting, before I picked it up, it was setting for like 6 hours, and it looked
That's
just like
cool.
this.
That's cool, man. I like it. I also
And see,
switched up. Oh, good.
other stone lubricants, they're usually too thick. This here is basically like the same as water. It's about
Oh,
the
that's
same
nice.
thickness as water. See that? Impressive stuff, dude. Impressive stuff.
That's really nice. I also switched up my pivot lube this week. I've
What do you
been
use?
using I've been using EDC oil for the last couple of years,
Uh huh.
and it's always been just kind of I mean but I had bought like 4 bottles of it
Ah, okay.
whenever and so it was like, oh, I'll just keep using this until it's gone, and it's like I got down to about half a bottle, and it was like, oh, let's go to the dark side and switch over to the gold standard. And boy, this really is night and day. This here is terrible compared to this. Terrible. This is so
I'll tell
much
you what
better.
I use. I use
I did use mineral oil for a long, long time. I used it to
it works
lubricate my
fine,
rocks. I used
but
it to
it's
lubricate my
money.
knives. It's
What I
just like
use,
it's fine. It's just fine.
yeah, it's fine. It works, but it gets sticky, and that's the problem with it. And see, what I use is called Advent Real Butter, and
Okay.
it is fucking amazing. On if you use the grease on washers or the oil on bearings, it is amazing.
You see that I used that as my first thing was oh, what the heck's the name of that brand? It's a real oil.
Uh huh.
Oh,
Daiwa,
it's
Shimano,
synthetic real oil. It's something that's blue in the name,
Abu
I think, because it's
Garcia.
like a bluish green color.
Oh,
I
okay.
used that for a
Shimano.
while. I also used whoops 9
Damn it!
for a while.
That one little spot on that tip's driving me crazy. Yeah, Hops 9 is worth. That's one of the best smelling creations on earth
The
right
only
there.
problem with this is, you think about using this to oil your pivot and then cutting an apple for your kid with
Yeah,
it. It's like, yep, I
exactly.
don't think that's a good idea.
And that's
I
exactly
think
why
we
I
should
won't
not
use
use
it.
this anymore.
Exactly. It works great, but
Yeah,
that's
it's
why I
fine.
won't use it as a nice lubricant because of exactly what you just said.
But this here, it's red. You can see it. It actually even smells good. It even smells good. I don't know what's in it,
Does
but
it smell like KPL?
it is KPL.
Oh, okay, okay. I wasn't looking at the screen. Yeah, KPL smells like freaking cupcakes.
Yeah, it's exactly. It's like, boy, this smells good enough to drink.
Yeah, it literally smells like cupcakes. It is good stuff. I will give it that.
It is.
It's
I like it too.
and
I
it
think I am going to get a bottle of the heavy too, because
yeah, for detent tracks,
yeah, for D10 tracks and stuff like that.
like it is a good product. I'll give them that. They did make a good product, and it lasts a
Yep,
very
for
long
sure.
time. It's not too expensive. I personally prefer the real oil, and the reason is KPL. It except for the heavy, but the heavy is just too heavy. Um, the regular or the light is too thin, and it gives, in my opinion, too free of a filling. As where with the real oil, the viscosity is perfect, and I just
I
like the
wonder.
way it feels better.
I wonder if it's like a 35 or a 40 weight that just makes it just that little bit thicker, and it wants to stay put a little bit better, but it's
Yeah,
not like the 75 weight that the heavy is. Because I
no,
also
that's
like that the way Nano Oil and KPL, they actually put the
yeah, the
viscosity weight on
weights.
it so that you
Yeah,
know
sure,
what it is. You're not guessing that.
sure.
Well, I wonder how thick this is. You freaking
Uh
know.
huh. Yeah, you have the it's a known viscosity, and
like nano oil is really good stuff. For years I used it, but now it's just too hard to get, so I don't use it anymore.
It's it, and it's super expensive. If you do
Oh, it's
find it on like
expensive.
Amazon or
30
something,
bucks,
it's freaking it's a shit ton of money.
100%.
These here you can get I don't know, I think it may have been
16 bucks.
$16, something like that.
Yeah, it's $16. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's definitely worth it, I think, to upgrade. Let's check out the
So
chat.
close.
Uh, bu- bu-
So
bu-
close.
bu- bu- Haven't had any problems with rusting. Wipe down my blades real quick. That's actually all you need to do, really.
Yeah,
Dan
Adrian.
Stan. Yeah, Dan Stan says he wants to get some of Lacey's .5 micron. I'll tell you, I just got a bunch of her stuff, and
Get
it
it,
is
dude. It's 23
excellent,
bucks.
baby. It's excellent. Excellent.
And not only is it $23, keep in mind it's $23 shipped.
That is true too. That's after
It's
she
$23
ships it
shipped.
and blade. Yeah, after
Pays
she
blade
ships
binge.
it and blade binge gets their cut. And I'm going to be honest with
Exactly.
you. I bought mine on Friday evening on Friday, and it is going to be here on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. If I'd ordered it on a Monday, it would have been here Wednesday for sure. It's like really fast turnaround.
Yeah, man. If it's like, it's either the same, anytime I've ordered, it's same day or next morning. Like when it goes, when it gets in the mail. And then, because we're relatively close, I have in a day. But like get it. For
Yeah,
23 bucks, you literally can't get a better product.
No, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm told you I was buying my own diamond and making it myself. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think if you take my time into account that I'm getting a better deal making it myself, because
And you're
diamond
certainly
is,
not getting as
even the
good quality of a
Chinese diamond,
product.
even the Chinese stuff that you're buying now. I don't know if anybody's looked, but for like 5 grams of 20 carat sack is like 20 some dollars now.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
This bottle here has freaking 100. Oh no, this probably has 160 carats in this bottle. There's a
You pay
ton
big
of
money for
diamond in
that.
here. Yeah, there's a ton of diamond in here. This is like a freaking probably $120 bottle of freaking uh, slurry here.
Compound. Yeah.
Yeah, they're the days of getting the days of getting five grams 20 carats of diamond for $4 or $6. It's over, baby. Those days are over.
Mm-hmm. Those days are over. That is a fact.
Oh, we forgot to use the stone compensator. Big dummy.
You did. That's something that's annoying on a fixed angle. You go to, you have, you've done your reprofiling, and then you realize you didn't set your compensators. Like, come on. But I would have used the 120, but I knew I was going to be going with crazy pressure on this, and I really didn't want to just unnecessarily wear that stone. Given there's tons of, material, but I'm using a lot of pressure to do this. Because
so
this thing was way out of flat.
We are not going to mirror polish this, but we are going to go just a few passes. So I did 285, 650, and then we're going to do a couple passes on 1700 and a couple passes on 6 micron, which is 3000 grit, and then go to the strop. That is like my favorite box cutting edge. Not mirror,
that is a good
but
edge,
like
yeah.
I'm just taking a couple passes with the high grit diamond stone, just to kind of get that burr off of there.
All right. I've got one little spot on there. I'm done with this. I'm doing changing stones. I've just missed that little teeny bit. I don't want this to take 3 hours.
You sound like me and that freaking knife that Jared Neve sharpened last week. It was like I gotta be done, man, because
Yeah,
this tip, I'm never gonna straighten this tip out. I didn't
yeah.
realize it. Just it still bothers me though.
That's what it is for me. It's
You
that
see,
very, very tip.
you see the
And
tip
I
right
actually
there.
wore
The
that
angle's
stone
just
pretty
off
good.
where it looks like whenever he is freehand sharpening, that he's
He's
just
lifting a little
raising
bit
his
too
arm
much.
just a little bit too much right at the tip.
Uh-huh. And I'll tell you a
See right
secret.
there and
I've
there.
sharpened
Look,
for customers probably, I don't know, 10 knives from him. And every, ones that he's had, they sent to him originally. And almost every one of them had the tip is like it's been overlifted by maybe 2 or 3 degrees.
yep, that's exactly where I'm at.
Every single one of them. So it's very common. Like that's just his style, I guess, is to you know raise that.
Which is fine if you're going to continue to fixed angle or continue to freehand sharpen it. Like if you
Sure,
personally
if you
did
do
that,
it exactly. Yeah,
the
yeah,
problem
yeah.
with it is that me freehand sharpening it and also on a fixed angle system, I could
Yes,
never match that.
no, 100%. That's if you're when you're on a fixed angled system, you're not
Yeah,
definitely not going to match it.
it is what it is. And
It
honest,
is
by
what it
hand,
is.
I'm not skilled enough to match somebody's 3-degree raise. No way.
Yeah, it's if you're not somebody who sharpens by filling the bevel against the stone, then you would have it would pretty much be impossible to actually maintain that same exact path. The only way you can now, if you're somebody who sharpens like me, where I use the the bevel locking against the stone, and I follow that, so I could follow it.
Well, I'm
That
actually
is, if he
that's
doesn't
actually a
come
really
there.
good that's a really good skill to be able to feel because
Uh
like
huh.
here's the thing.
The
I
best way to
can
learn, man.
feel I can feel the bevel here where I'm starting. I do the
Uh huh.
same thing that you do where you lay it down flat, raise it, feel it, raise it, feel it, raise it,
Hmm.
feel it. Okay, I'm good, locked in, go. But out here at the tip, I mean, it's much harder to feel that angle on the tip than when you have the whole freaking flat of the bevel laying there. So that's actually pretty impressive. That's a cool skill that you have there.
It's
I like
it
that.
takes a long time to learn, but
That's
it's
it.
flat out 100% the best way to. It's worth the time investment to learn to sharpen that way.
Yep, that's
100%.
that's why I'm spending time freaking fixed angle sharpening because is it easy? No. Is it perfect? No. I'm screwing up all kinds of stuff, but it's a great skill to have because
It is
then you can sharpen no matter what. You can sharpen if you get stranded somewhere and you just
exactly
freaking have a brick or a
sure.
piece of sandstone or a piece of granite or freaking whatever that you can find that's flat and mildly like abrasive enough,
Now let's see this. Okay,
sharpen it on the freaking top of your window if you need to,
yeah,
your
exactly.
car window.
Once you have that skill, you can sharpen. I've got this is a 120 800 king. Let's see. I'm going to use some of this. Now this stone typically, even after it's well saturated, you have to add water frequently. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll go 7 because it's a pretty big stone. Let's see how this fluid does on this stone with as absorbent as they are. All right. And I'll try to not push it all.
Ooh, that feels freaking
Everybody,
grabby.
yeah, everybody's hand is different. I don't know about day to day different. Um, maybe when you're in the learning process, yes. Um, but I can pretty much match my angles 100% of the time
Ooh,
day to
Ooh,
day. Is
ooh,
you
ooh.
know,
I'm really happy with that edge. Ooh.
but remember, I'm feeling the bevel grab the stone. So, and that's through the whole sharpening pass. That's an
Okay.
advantage for me to be able to be consistent. I'm talking to somebody in the chat right to that.
Yep.
But yeah, everybody's hand is different. There's no doubt about that.
All right. Aaron asked me earlier what bolts I'm using on this system. I'm using the short. I just
Yeah,
found them.
I
They
thought we
were over
already
there
answered that
underneath
for
something.
him.
I'm using the short up front here, and I'm using the long in the back. Short in the front, long in the back. And I think that's pretty much what you're going to do is you're going to use the opposite. So if you're using the long in the front, you'd use the short in the back. And if you're using the long in the front, you're using the short in the back.
Yeah, I've pretty much just exclusively. Yeah, see, this stone is too absorbent. It's pretty. mm, It's trying to not completely absorb it, but
I
that's
kind of
just
like
too
the
absorbent of
thing.
a stone.
I like that thing that you were doing on that other stone where you were using water and the other stuff, trying to see if it would like enhance the
Yeah, yeah.
properties of the water. You know what I mean? Kind of,
I'm gonna do that
if it would
on the
help.
next stone.
Yeah, I like that idea because that's actually a
Yeah,
um, really cool test to do. To
sure.
oh baby, this is freaking banana sharp. Holy shit!
I can tell you this. I can feel a difference to the typical feedback of the king stones. Um, so that lubricant is definitely still on the stone. I can clearly feel a difference. It glides more. It's a smoother feedback sensation.
Let's open up some paper towels. See what this feels like.
Ooh, that
Mm.
Scandy's starting to look pretty. The Scandy's starting to look pretty.
Oh yeah, baby.
I'll tell you what, this is going to be one crazy sharp knife when I'm done with it because of that. I'm
Oh,
leaving it a Scandy grind. I mean a zero grind, so it's going to be a sharp boy.
freaking free hanging paper towels is doing that stuff too.
Yeah, this is going to. Oh, go ahead. Let me see it.
Oh,
I wasn't looking at the screen.
oh sorry. Let pull it up. Grab a new one. Ah, whoop. Ah, you missed my really good pass. Like I normally can't do it because I'm bad. I don't have the skill to do it. But
It
yeah,
is hard to
I
do.
did it.
It is. There is a technique to it. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, she's cutting really good, baby.
What grit did you finish it at?
Okay, so what I did was I did 285, 650, and then I did just a few passes on 1700, a few passes on 6 micron, which is 3000 grit, just like a couple passes, just to kind of flip the burr and minimize it a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
So I did a couple passes with 1700, couple passes with 3000 grit, and then hit it with this balsa strop that has zero point 0.5 micron.
Okay. Yeah, that should be a really good cardboard cutting edge.
It's not like it's not a mirror. It's shiny, but it's
Yeah,
like
yeah, I
a
got you.
it's like a
A
hazy mirror.
hazy
You know what I'm
mirror. Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Yeah.
Sure,
It's not like a a polished mirror. It's like hazy still.
sure.
All right, it's about time
300
for me to
micron is what?
about time.
Yeah, 300 micron would be roughly 60 grit. Yeah.
I think that we are still at the place where I'm just going to magic erase them. How far do you get yours? How far do you let yours go before you hit them with the Nagura
On what kind of stones?
resin?
Pretty much, I won't condition them until I feel the cutting change.
Okay, good. I'm
I
doing the same thing. So I just kind of
like,
like, it's still fine yet. So what I'll do
yeah,
is in between sharpenings, I'll just hit it with a magic eraser
yeah.
just to
That's
kind of clean them
typically
up.
what I do too to get the load up out of it. But
Yep,
as
just
far as
to,
the conditioning, until the cutting changes, I don't bother it. Magic eraser is a miracle device.
oh, it's freaking awesome. Now
Yeah,
they do end up looking like this, but
sure,
uh,
sure. But what do you use to condition your resin stones?
well, I use it's a Nagura 220
Uh huh.
in between, and then all of them actually I use 220 grit silicon carbide.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
Everything
For
I
my
do is 220 because I don't have 20,000 grit or freaking
sure, sure.
10,000 grit.
Yeah, you
I use literally for all of my sharpenings. I use four resin stones. I use 285, 650, 1700, 3000. Period.
yeah.
That's it.
I get it. I get it, man. I have full sets and quite a
I
few
mean,
different brands, but you don't need that.
I get it. It would be cool to have this progression that because like I see people's progressions and they'll do, you know, 180, 285,
Eh,
320,
there's no point in
400,
that.
550, 650. It's like, dude,
Yep.
dude,
There's
what are
no
you
point
doing,
in it.
man?
You're literally just wasting your time at that point.
That's exactly. I kind of go where I double the grit. You know what I mean? So I do
Sure.
285, I do 650. It's about double, and then I do 1700. It's double. So it's a little more than double, but
All right. So
then
I'm
do
gonna.
1700, and then I do 3000. So it's like double, 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 double.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and that's plenty sufficient. All right. I'm using Lacey's stone lubricant right here on this Kuramaku. Now here's where I just got to not squeegee at all.
Tell you what else I use these resin stones for. This one here, this particular one,
Hmm.
it's so nice. It's like it's a rip off because of how little abrasive you get with it. Like you see let's show the Poltova and the Gendi. Poltova, you got an eighth of an inch of abrasive.
Hmm.
The Gendi, you got an eighth of an inch plus.
Hmm.
You got about less than a third, or about a third. You got like 1 millimeter
And what
on
stones are
the
those?
Edge Pro.
Yeah. Same like the
So
Columbia Gorge because
it's
they're
a
the
rip
same
off.
stones. It is a rip
Yeah,
off.
the amount of abrasive you get is a rip off. But I'll tell you what it's good for. I put it in a little sleeve and I drop it in my bag that I take to work with me. And if I need to, I do like
Touch
a
ups at
stropping
work.
passes in hand on this. It's great for
Yeah.
that. 1700 grit, which is like probably, what is that, like a 12 micron? That's like great for
1700, yeah,
stropping on
would
the
be,
fly.
12, 13 micron, yeah.
Yeah, that's a great grit for freaking, just touching something up.
Sure. I will say that the Columbia Gorge Stoneworks or the Edge Pro Matrix stones, they are good stones.
Yeah, for sure. That's
They're
why
just
it's not a bad stone. It's just,
no, you
do I
just
think
it's a
that they should
ripoff.
have more abrasive on there? Yes.
Exactly. Even like I had a set. Well, I have a set of his 3x8s. I had I think three maybe four of
Wow.
his grits. I got them back before they got super expensive. I haven't used
Ooh.
them things in years, and they're good stones. But again, you got about maybe a millimeter and a quarter, millimeter and a half of abrasive.
Oh yeah.
It's just what he charges for them now. No, no, way too expensive
Columbia
for that.
Gorge. He's the one guy's videos that I watched that taught me how to lap my resin stones. He was
Yeah,
the guy.
he makes the Edge Pro resin stones too.
Yep.
They're the same. See, his like 3x8s or 2x6s, the same exact resin matrix, and they are good. They are. He uses good quality
They also
diamonds
make
in them.
they also make these. Like this is a super fine, which is like a 1200 grit. It's just a plated diamond stone, but it is very good quality.
Mhm.
Very good quality.
Believe it or not, I like the Edge Pro aluminum oxide stones when you can get them cheap at sharpening supplies. I very much like those stones. Okay, this right here shows how good this stone lubricant is. You can really see this stuff working right here.
You know what? We're gonna recondition this strop right now. Let's wipe this
Using
boy off, and then we'll resurface it, and then we will put what lacy stuff do you think I should put on here? 7.5, 6, or 0.25?
is it
Or
on smooth leather or
yeah,
natural?
this is Gritomatics Kangaroo.
Oh, on kangaroo. That's what I'd put that quarter micron CBN on.
Okay, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna clean it
Yeah,
right now, and then we'll save it for
yeah.
Monday whenever it gets here.
Because anything over 1 micron on that would be, you're kind of defeating the purpose of kangaroo leather. Kangaroo leather is really beneficial submicron. Like, I mean, I'm not saying it won't work with other, it will, but it doesn't really provide a benefit. Where it provides a benefit is submicron. And with that quarter micron CBN, that is going to be a good performing strop.
We'll let this dry a little bit. That's another
Yeah.
thing. Just a tip for anybody out there who's going to recondition a leather strop of some kind. You can wipe it off with isopropyl alcohol, stuff like that. Wipe it off to get as much of the diamond off as you can. And when you go to kind of sand it to recondition the surface, make sure that you wait. Don't sand it while it's still wet, or it'll get you'll like tear the leather a little bit as you're sanding it. Don't want to do that.
30. Should I go up to 5K on this? I'm gonna for shits and giggles.
Yeah, why not?
I
Let's
normally
see what's
wouldn't do
going
that,
on
but
in the
why
chat
not?
here. Adama asked if I'm picking up the D-Light 1K. There is a stone that I am waiting for.
Yeah,
The
the
one that,
400.
yeah, I'm waiting for the one that you told me about. I'm
Yeah,
not
that's
even
what
sure
he's
what.
talking about.
Oh,
That's
that's the one.
but he's talking about the 1K, which is what just released now. It'll
Are
be
they
another
doing a 400 or a 600?
400 and 1,000 currently, and then
Yeah,
other
I
grits
think the
down the
400. I
road.
think 400 is where I'm going to land because
That's
if I'm going to
that's
buy
actually
one, that's the one I'm going to get.
yes, I agree 100%. That's the one you're going to want to get. The 1K, the 1K. If you need a 1K, it's a fantastic phone. I just did the video on it today, but um, the 1K is really a fantastic stone, but the 400 is definitely a more versatile stone.
Okay, I feel like that's pretty dry.
But even with me literally squeegeeing this off with this, candy grind, look how long this stone has stayed wet. And right now that slurry is thick with steel. Let's see. I'm going to add 2 more drops because it's basically the slurry is just all steel right now. Look at that. That's impressive. Man, that's a good stone lubricant.
Yeah, it does look really nice, man. It looks like it's working as good, if better, than a really high quality oil, but it's water based.
Exactly, but it's water based. Exactly. This slurry is slap full of steel right now. And
That's really good.
I just look at that. And remember, I'm
That's the deal with
squeegeeing it
oil,
off.
man. Oh, that's really cool that you can just freaking wipe it off basically like with a squeegee and just like going.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
That's cool.
squeegeeing I'm squeegeeing it off with the knife. You see, I'm built like how much it builds up here, and because of this, what I'm doing, and it's held up that long. And look, there's the
Oh,
slurry
that's
just
cool.
literally just floats around. It doesn't embed in the stone at all.
That's cool because that's the thing. Yes, oil works good, but oil is oil and it is messy and gross
Uh-huh.
and disgusting. You know what I mean?
And then you have that skin irritant part of it. You have the you know, not safe for food in a lot of cases. It's if you use mineral, you're okay, but this shit is awesome. Now I'm thinking to just take and run it under the faucet, and let's see. It should be a totally clean stone. All right. All I did was just wipe my fingers across it. There you go.
That's the freaking issue is using a strop on a fixed angled system is the surface gets funny. You can see
Yeah,
how I slightly compressed it, but just in the middle. You know what I mean? Because that's
I
where you're
agree
using the
100%.
strop is just in the middle.
Exactly.
So
If you don't,
occasionally you just have to
you
resurface
have to
it to
knock
make it
those edges
flat
down.
again.
Yep,
Yep.
100%.
That's where we're at. You can see we're just getting around the outside still.
Yeah, as soon as you notice your strops are only like the steel buildup is only on the edges, it's resurface time. Because once you start seeing that, it's only going to get worse. All right, so here's a Korematsu 5K. Again, we're using the stone lubricant.
So, question for you. You are a ham radio operator like me. You don't
Uh-huh.
use it really, though, for
No, for
like
me, it was
HF or anything.
no, for me, I just got it because
Like in
flying
case
long
of
range,
emergency or whatever.
but
That
for
you,
flying long
you
range airplanes, I had RC airplanes to get 900 megahertz
oh, okay.
transmitters
I
way
got you.
back in the day. I had to have a ham.
You just needed the spectrum.
Yeah, exactly. So I had to take it because the company that sold it was called Dragon Link back in the day, and it was a 915 megahertz um, transmitter. They would not sell to you unless you showed them that you were a ham.
If I have a buddy who makes RC airplanes out of, he goes to the
Dollar
dollar
store?
store and gets the
Yeah, foam boards.
like foam board and
Yep.
uses that to make airplanes. Yeah.
Yep. I built hundreds of them. That is. He probably watches a YouTube channel called Flight Test. That's where that comes from. But man, I've been building foam board airplanes for 20 years.
But I asked because there's been over the last 2 weeks a what's called a D expedition. So DX is long distance contacts with a
Okay.
station that's very, very far away. DX,
Okay.
which is short for distance.
Hmm.
Okay, so they have expeditions where people will get a license or they'll apply for a license to operate somewhere else, where
Yeah,
they'll
yeah.
go and put on the air someplace that is super rare, that there's either nobody that lives there or no hams that live there, like really poor places like Sierra Leone. There's not
Uh
really
huh.
any hams there. The Eswatini, Swaziland.
Okay.
There's no
Gotcha.
real hams. Like there's a couple that live there, but it's a really poor country, so they don't have extremely expensive radio equipment and stuff. So
Sure, sure,
um,
sure.
people will go and they'll what's called activate those places where they'll go and get on the air and let people like me get it on my list. Like right now, I have 265 countries that I've spoken to with
Oh
either
yeah,
voice or Morse code. So,
you showed me that.
but
Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah,
Okay, I got you now.
this place was on the air the last 2 weeks, and it's a place called Bouvet Island.
Uh
It
huh.
is a Norwegian territory, so it's
Okay.
owned by Norway or whatever.
Hmm.
But it is the most remote uninhabited island on the planet. So it is the piece of land that is farthest away from any other piece of land that
That
there
has
is.
a
And it's
civilization.
basically,
Gotcha.
yeah, it's basically an island that's right between the southern cape of South Africa and Antarctica, right in the
Oh,
middle
okay.
there.
Gotcha.
There are there's no shipping lanes that go near it. It's
Hmm.
just in the middle of freaking
Totally
nowhere.
barren. Yeah, yeah.
The only
Totally
thing that's
barren.
there, yeah, it's like 90% covered by glacier. There's
Okay.
only penguins and a couple like really aggressive
Seals and
seals. That's
stuff. Yeah, yeah.
all that live on this island. So they
Okay.
went there and they got like this ice clipper, and on this ice clipper they had trouble with the last expedition there, so they got a helicopter on this clipper with a helipad, and
Hmm.
they basically went there with 18 people or whatever and put it on the air for us to contact here.
That's cool.
So super uber freaking rare as hen's teeth rare, and
To be able to make that
like
contact.
I made contact 2 times using what's called a digital mode. It's a mode where I have my computer talk to my radio, the information goes over the airwaves, gets into their radio, into their computer, and it decodes it. So it's like computer to
That's
computer, but
badass.
over the
Like,
airwaves.
so it's
I
like
was able to talk to them.
texting, correct?
Yeah, I
Like
was able to
text.
talk. Yes, yeah.
Okay.
So I was
That's
able to talk
badass.
to them on 2 separate frequencies. So it's they're divided up into bands. So there's the 10-meter band, which is 28 megahertz. There's a 12-meter
Hmm.
band, which is 24 megahertz. So I was able to talk to them on digital on the 10 megahertz band
Okay.
and the 14 megahertz band. I was able to talk to them using Morse code, which is what's called CW, continuous wave.
Hmm.
Using Morse code, I was able to talk to them on 18 megahertz, and I was able to talk to them using voice, single sideband voice, on the 24 megahertz band.
How
So,
are you bouncing
oh,
off the atmosphere to get to do this?
dude, my wife thought
Uh
that
huh.
I had lost my freaking mind. I
When you
was
made
freaking
contact?
screaming. I was screaming freaking woo! Get some, son! Freaking the whole house is freaking getting up. It was bananas because this
That's
was
funny.
yeah. It just so happened it was last weekend that I made all these contacts. A lot of them happened all on the same day. But I got up super early. I was like, we're going to see if we can get them what's called gray line. There's the time between daylight and darkness is
Uh
called gray line, and it you get like a like an extra bump in your bounces, because what will happen is between here and there, your radio waves do what's called skip,
Yeah,
and your
bouncing off
radio
the
wave will go
atmosphere,
out.
correct?
It'll bounce off of the atmosphere and then
Yeah,
down
yeah, yeah.
off of either the
Off the
earth
water
or
and
the
earth. Yeah,
seawater.
yeah, I got you.
There is only water, because my first skip already got me out over the ocean. There is only water between here and there. And
Uh-huh.
gray line what's called gray line propagation, you get an extra bump off of the atmosphere as the layers are starting to change. So you get extra bump off of that, and then off of the seawater, probably 6 skips between here and there, because it's like 13,000 some odd kilometers from here to Bouvet.
That's
And it
actually
was,
badass, dude.
mwah, it was chef's kiss, baby. It was freaking awesome.
Like,
And
what all
also,
does it take to be able to do that?
okay, so most people that were able to talk to Bouvet have a radio with some kind of tube amplifier to take their radio from 100 watts to 1,000 or 1,500 watts. They're using
Gotcha.
that, and they're using what's called a beam antenna. So an antenna that has multiple elements. So you'll have, let's just draw it here real quick. You'll have an antenna, and you'll have one element that's your radiating element. It's very similar to a dipole antenna. So you feed it
Gotcha.
right there in the center. Now you'll have what are called reflectors in the back. So you'll have a couple elements that are slightly longer, and then you'll have what are called directors in the front that are slightly smaller. And because you have reflectors in the back, and crap, I just said the word. There's reflectors in
Propagators?
the back and directors. They're directors in the front.
Directors, okay.
So you got, it's called a Yagi-Uda antenna.
Yeah, I know what a
And
Yagi
you
is.
get a gain bump. You'll get a gain bump. So you'll get extra power in that direction. You'll get 13 or 18 decibels of gain, which is like having a power bump. But
Sure.
most people are doing that. What I'm doing is I have a very simple 100-watt radio that was made for a car back in the
So you can
2000s.
reach
I
out
got
that
this.
far with 100 watts?
Yes.
What?
And my antenna is a end-fed vertical that's 70 feet long, and it goes straight up my tree outside. Very similar to, say this. It's just a little box that has a
100
transformer
watts
inside of it.
to
Yep.
reach halfway around the world, more than halfway around the world.
That is correct.
That's insane.
And that is why I
That's
was
insane.
bouncing off the earth. Freaking, it was crazy that day. But it just ended today. They're breaking down all of everything, and they're now off the air.
Anybody, not trying to, anybody who has a 5,000 Kormaku, they'll know, like, because this phone loads up decently. Watch this. I'm just going to go run water on it, run my fingers over it. That's it. Be right back.
And I'm just going to open this up so I can show him what's doing the antenna-ing for talking to them. This is one of my other passions. I have a passion for knives and sharpening and stuff like that, and also for ham radio, which I have a ready kilowatt and tattoo with my call sign on my arm. And my third passion is lockpicking. So this is what's doing all of the ham radioing. 3D printed case, little
So,
toroidal
there's where
transformer
we're at.
here.
That's just me running my fingers over it. Very,
The one that I have
very,
outside.
very minimal.
Good. Looking good, buddy.
That's impressive. a stone loads quite badly, actually. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to stop you. Go ahead now.
No, it's all good. Let's close this back up and get it down all the way now. Finish this drop.
So, trying to think. Do I want to go to 8,000? No, I really don't.
Thomas says he feels bad for me having to deal with 5G Karens. I'll tell you, that the expedition that I was just talking about, it also brings out the worst in just human beings, because it's super rare to go to these places. And if I tell you how much it costs to go there, you'll lose your mind. It was $1.7 million for this expedition. Between getting the boat,
hell, I'm
all
sure.
the
Yeah, I mean,
equipment.
just think of the fuel burn from a large boat. The fuel burn is insane.
$1.7 million for this trip there, and there were people intentionally interfering with
Blowing out signals.
yes.
That's an
So they would
asshole.
go and they would be calling, doing stuff on top of the DX station, or they would be coming back to people like they were the DX station, telling them, oh, this is W30Y, you're 5'9", your signal's 5'9", and I would think that it was them, and it's a mess. It's the worst in humankind, and it's like, what could these jerkwads be getting out of this?
Yes, what do you get out of that?
Freaking laughing about it or whatever. It's like,
I made these look like an idiot.
People are the worst, man. People are the worst.
Yeah. When people spend, and the whole purpose of this expedition was to allow people to contact with super long,
place that you would. It was like literally a once in a lifetime type thing. Now they did go. They went there 2 years ago or 3 years ago. It was 3 years ago. It was right when I first got licensed. They went there 3 years ago. I was able to get through during that expedition too, one time, and it was extremely lucky that I was able to get through. They only had like 25,000 contacts throughout the whole thing. This one here, they had 100,000 contacts, but the problem with that is those 100,000 contacts are spread over only 20,000 people.
Okay.
So there was, while they made 100,000 contacts, there's still millions of people that were not able to get through, because those 100,000 contacts all went to 20,000 people.
That's crazy.
Like I said, the people that had the beams and the beam antennas and the power amplifiers were the ones that got all the cake on this one. Plus, just the path between Europe and Bouvet is much, much, much better than between Bouvet and here, because there is a huge mountain between North America and their camp, a huge mountain covered in glacier, so that they have to shoot the other way around the Earth, what's called long path. So you have to go, it's 13,000 kilometers from here to there, but long path is 21,000 kilometers.
So you're
super
basically having to do like a retrograde.
Yep, you have to go the opposite way around the Earth. Yes.
That's crazy, dude.
My personal antenna is not like a beam. A beam antenna, the reason that you have gain is because all of your signal is going one place. It's going one direction.
Yeah.
Nothing going out the side, nothing going out the back.
Sure.
My antenna is what's called an end-fed vertical. So it's 71 feet of wire that goes straight up my big, tall oak tree outside. And I just radiate power in all directions.
Yeah.
So even though I'm putting out 100 watts, there's probably only 20 watts going in the direction of there.
Yeah, because it's radiating omnidirectionally.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, see, we use for like long range FPV and not just for the video signal, but for transmission signal, especially back in the day when like flying airplanes out far. Um, yeah, that's where I know Yagis from because we would use Yagis with a 1.2 gigahertz transmitter, video transmitter. We'd use a clover leaf on the plane and then a Yagi on the video station. And you'd be shocked with the antenna tracker. So the Yagi or the directional antenna will automatically track the plane. Dude, there's been people got out like flying out over the ocean, get out like literally. I think the longest flight was over 600 miles.
Wow, nice.
600 miles out with an RC airplane. 50 nowadays we can do 50 miles on 2.4 gigahertz.
You know what? How about this? You know what? That might. I wonder if this is be like a really cool experiment for somebody if like somebody is into that kind of stuff. What if you put a 900 megahertz repeater on a balloon?
Oh, and took it up
that sent it up in the air, then you could fly your airplane freaking long
anywhere.
baby.
Yeah, well, see, nowadays,
or if there was a 900 megahertz repeater up in freaking the International Space Station or a satellite or something, some kind of geosynchronous.
That would be insane. Now, see,
yeah, if you had the money, you could probably put up a geosynchronous 900 megahertz satellite.
Yeah,
for your own personal
and just
use.
do it as a repeater. Yeah. See, basically now the restriction is not, like I said, 50 miles out on 2.4 gigahertz now is no problem, and that's on a frequency hopping spread spectrum. So you could have 100 planes in the air at one time. You won't have signal conflicts. Used to on our 2.4 gigahertz RC link, you could maybe get out, on a 100-watt system, you could get out, 100 milliwatt system, you could get out 2 miles, maybe 3 miles with a good solid link. But now we have 2.4 gigahertz ELRS, and it's a different protocol. And on a 100 milliwatts, we can do 50 miles easily. On with a 1 watt transmitter, you can really reach out. Nobody, 1 watt, we just basically what they do is they put it on auto now to where it pretty much when the gain drops or when the telemetry says the signal's getting a little low, it'll bump us from 100 milliwatts to 1 watt. That's rare. 100 milliwatts take you out as far as the batteries will take you out in most cases. Like those extreme flights where people are flying like 300-mile round trip or 500-600 miles one way. They're doing that with custom built planes that they're carrying as much LiPo battery as they can possibly carry, and on 900 megahertz and really getting out there ridiculous range. And they, of course, when they do that, they have to fly out over the ocean. They won't fly, you can't really do that over land because if you lose the plane, you could fuck somebody up. So it's just, that's an ocean thing. And usually, people might have in one of these builds because they're building them out of, carbon fiber monocoque to keep them the planes as light as possible. And they might have $2,000, $3,000 in lipos alone in this plane. And you basically you're sending out a $10,000, $12,000 long range build that there's a good chance you're going to lose.
Yeah,
like
very possible. Something happens, your signal gets interrupted, you can end up dive bombing that straight into the
well they'll have autopilots, to where if we lose RC link, it'll kick into a return to
Does it
home
have?
setup.
Yeah. Does it
Go
have
ahead.
like some kind of GPS or
Oh,
a
absolutely. Oh
compass
yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
something in it?
Oh yeah.
Where
We
like, hey, if you lose signal, you're going to retrace your steps back to where you came
yes,
from,
typically
type
how
thing.
we'll do it is like this. When you're doing long range flights, what you'll do is you'll go on your mission settings and you'll set GPS waypoints. And then say you have an RC link failsafe, it'll kick over and it'll just continue to fly to that next waypoint. And if you never get signal back, it'll just do a GPS track. It'll fly its course and come back home.
Okay.
And it's very, very reliable, so long
Does
as
it
you
have?
don't have a control surface failure or a speed control burnout and your motor stops or, you know, shit like that.
Is there enough processing power and memory and RAM in this thing where it can track its battery usage so that it knows
Oh,
to
yeah.
turn around?
Oh,
Like
100%. We
if it
have,
gets low on battery, it says, "Oh, we're at 60% battery. We need to turn
correct,
around."
100%.
Okay, cool.
Yes, because
That's really neat.
they have,
Oh,
we got current sensors on the speed control. So we know how
we're
much
getting
we're pulling from
close.
the packs. We know exactly what we're pulling from the packs. We're using high quality packs. So you know that, okay, if this pack is rated at 20,000 milliamps, you legitimately have to, you don't want to over discharge lipos. So on a 20,000 milliamp pack, you've got 80% of that, and that's how we base milliamps. And then you'll test your peak current draw and then your average current draw along with your ground speed and all that. And Mission Planner will sort all that out automatically for you. So say you had a
Nice.
RC link failure and a video failure. So you're just hoping the plane come at this point, you've lost the plane. At that point, you basically would program a failsafe to say, okay, if I say it's a one-way flight where you're not planning to come back, if you're at 51% there, the plane's just going to go to the landing zone. If you're under 50%, it's going to come back. It's going to go ahead and come back home.
Okay.
And all that is auto. Yes, the flight controllers do that all automatically. So it's safe so long as you don't have a mechanical failure. I mean, these autopilots are impressive, dude. Like they're impressive. We have pitot tubes that take airspeed measurements. So we got
Mhm.
ground speed and airspeed. We have artificial horizon. We have how much G the plane's pulling, throttle position, current draw, milliamps
Man,
per hour. It's all this. It's impressive, and believe it or not, flight controls are dirt cheap.
we're getting close. We're getting close.
What grid are you using?
120.
Damn, and it was that out of flat.
I mean, I'm not pressing hard. That's the thing.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I'm taking it easy because I don't want to take off any more than I really need to.
Yeah, that's still hell. You look like you've removed a lot of material.
Yep. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is the first time that I've flattened this thing since I got it. Probably, oh God, maybe a year old. All right, let's hit it with like maybe 320 grit real fast just to smooth it out, and then we'll
So,
be
Aiden,
ready
are you
for.
are you saying the GKS stones are putting the Dr. Mars to shame? Like I can't wait. I can't wait to test those Dr. Mars stones out. Like I really want to see what all the fuss is about, big time.
You got 1x6s coming, or do you have 3x8s coming?
Well, I'm eventually going to have some 1x6 to play with.
I thought for sure I had some 320 grit laying around here. What the hell is it? Speaking of strops, I really do like this new strop that I got, the Batcher one.
Uh huh.
I did
Let me see it.
kind of
Let me see it.
right here. I did hit this side with sandpaper. This side I did not. This side is a
Oh,
little more.
yeah, 100%.
This
They
side,
put the
yeah,
CGSW as the shame. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ray.
yeah. This side's a little more like shiny than I would have preferred it when I got it. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I should probably hit that with sandpaper. And I'm like, you know what? I won't. I'll do the first load
Yeah, as
just as
is. Yeah,
is, see how it
yeah.
is, and then when I hit it with sandpaper, then I'll know what it would have been like if I had hit it with sandpaper first. But this side
Sure.
here, I did hit with sandpaper first thing. The
Mm-hmm.
rough side, I don't like to have any, like, if I can get away with it, the suede side, I want there to be like no like no like hair that sticks up. I don't like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Yeah, I
If
agree.
I can get rid of it, I try and get rid of it.
Same here.
Same with the ones, the Angerstone ones.
Sure.
No real bad hair. So you can see though I did the test there too, where one I removed everything and then put Lacey's emulsion on, and then this one here I just the wiped off the stroppy stuff and went over top of it with hers.
I got you. Got you.
Yep. So this one I like better. I like it when it's just hers. The Dr. Mar or the stroppy stuff with hers on top of it. It's not as good. Hers is way better than stroppy stuff. I'll tell you what. Like I,
Oh, 100%. 100%. It's the concentrations are higher. The diamond cuts better. It's just a better product.
yep, it certainly is.
Like it the I don't see personally. I don't like emulsions that primarily polish.
No, I
If
wanted to
they
remove the burr, and that's it. Like that's what I
Yes,
wanted to do.
I want burr removal and I want minimal polishing of my teeth of any teeth that the stone's created. I want those teeth to stay intact the best possible. And when you have, most emulsions, they polish, they over polish, and you can kiss those teeth goodbye. That's the problem with pretty much every other emulsion except for hers. Hers will polish
So,
like hell too, but you almost have to way over strop in order to polish out the serrations with her compound, and that's why I like them so much. And I need to go. I need to get some horse butt leather, and make me a couple new horse butt leather strops. Have you ever used horse leather? Oh, I think I've lost. I think I've lost. I think I've lost on my. You there, Ray? Oh, I lost Ray. All right, guys. I guess Ray will be back. Maybe his phone died or something. Can you guys hear me right now? Okay, he'll be right back. Okay. Great. I was about to say my audio just went dead, and I don't think it was on my end. But yeah, the GKS puts the Columbia Gorge stones to shame. There's no doubt about that. It's not even close actually. Okay, good, Aiden. And
And to answer, yeah, I don't think Ray does drones. I hate them damn AirPods. I need to go buy, but see, I don't have. I can't because this phone doesn't have an audio jack. Or I just go buy a set of regular. I can actually use USB or yeah, I can just get a set of USB ones. That's what I'll go do because I'd rather just have plain headphones than these damn AirPods. I despise them. I literally despise them. I'll tell you what, for his skills, it would be nice. Yeah, he would, especially like long range stuff. Um, Long range RC flight is super fun, super cool. Like it's interesting. Even flying out just a couple miles, um, it's really
What's
neat.
up, gorgeous?
Hey, what's up, sexy? But it's really neat to fly out, a few miles. Aiden asked, do you fly? Do you fly
No,
drones or anything? No, no,
nope.
I didn't think so.
No, I have enough expensive hobbies already without picking that up too.
I'll tell you, man, it's not as expensive as you think it is. Um, it's it RC used to be very expensive, and I mean very expensive. Nowadays, especially like race quads and stuff like that, quadcopters, you can build a really good performing race quad for $130 full build. Now that's minus radio and batteries, but the actual what's going to be in the air minus the battery, you build about $130 like a budget build. And if you want to build like premium, you'd be up there $400 to build you pretty much as good as it gets. Quads at 130, 125, 130 miles an hour, acceleration from 0 to 120 miles an hour in about a second.
Yeah, I guess you would be able to, because all of the money is in the batteries and the receiver and the handheld and all that stuff. Like once you get that,
That's it.
you
Your
probably
your main money is in, and even high-end RC systems, like really quality radio systems, are relatively inexpensive now. Your main cost, believe it or not, is in where you're really going to spend your money is in quality lipo batteries. Yeah, you can do either or. On the long range stuff, I fly uh, like lithium metal. So like your 18650 type cells. On your performance stuff, where you're really pulling a lot of current, you'll fly lipo. Yeah, so like you'll do lipo for your high current demand type flying, and li-fi for when you want extreme like capacity, as long a flight times as you can, but those type cells can't dish a lot of amps out. Lipos can dump, big time. Quality lipos can really dish the amps out. No lipo for my high drain lights. Yeah, yeah. Well, you would have, yeah. It would be nice if they did like a, you know, flashlights that you could use like square cells in, so you could use lipo, and then you pull all the amps you want to. with Wi-Fi, even now quality cells, you can pull quite a bit of amps off of them, but the voltage sag really starts to be a problem. But around here, we have a really big RC flight community. I know actually Lacey flew RC planes. We have a large RC community around here, be it drones and planes, helicopters, etc. You go to the local flying field here on the weekend, there'll be 400 people out there. Oh, yeah, I mean, Surefire, yeah, 100%. Surefire's not, they like to charge. Anyways, that's that Scandi mirror I did. I just finished it at 5K. I should have took it a little higher. It's not perfect. You see, there's still some little scratches that are out of place, but it's razor. It's a pure zero, true zero grind right now, and it is crazy sharp, crazy sharp. But on the next sharpening, I'll get it dead perfect. I just didn't feel like spending the time to get all them teeny little scratches out because it probably took me another hour to do so. But that is a very sharp zero grind. Looks like I still got a little bit of burr right here. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. That's a razor blade. I cut further, but that bend in it's messing me up. Come on. That is very sharp. And that's what's so fun about when you when you do a zero grind. Of course, that edge will be relatively fragile, but man, it's sharp. Like it is sharp. Come on. That is a very sharp edge. Sticky boy. All right, guys, it's 10 o'clock. Ray, brother, you want to go ahead and call it, man? Because it's 10 and I gotta get some food. And yeah, actually, the next sharpening, I may redo it on the next slide. I actually may redo this to get it perfect and start GKS 120 and then do a full progression from there because it's not dead perfect. It's not exactly perfect. And so, yeah, I probably will do the 120 since now the bulk of the work is done and it won't, you know, I, yeah, man, I'll see you on Thursday, brother. All right, guys, I appreciate y'all hanging out. It was fun. It was real. Let me add Ray as a, how do I do this? But yeah, it was fun, guys. I appreciate y'all hanging out with us. We'll see y'all this coming Thursday at 8 or for our bi-weekly live. This was just because we was bored, so we decided to do a live. So yeah, thank y'all for hanging out with us, and I will see you guys on Thursday. Also, I did drop a couple videos, so y'all go check them out. All right, guys, y'all have a good one. I'll talk to you later. DCS.